Oh god damn it! A stupid. God damn it. Hi, hi. What do I need to do? I need to open that stupid wardrobe thing up. Closet. The stupid. Wait, that looks more sus than it actually is. There it is, just to make it look worse. Not as bad. Let me get dressed. I seem to have misplaced my clothes, and apparently I also wear a binder if that's what I wear outside of outside of these clothes, which I don't. But oh dear. Hi. Yeah. Oh, hello. What happened? PC, why are you dying? Uh-oh. 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 Ever since... Yep, oh my goodness. Oh my god, thanks for the resub. Who was that? Was it Upcrest? Oh my goodness. Thank you. Yippee. Oh, if anybody that doesn't know, oh goodness. That is what happens when I press the delete key on my keyboard. It's tied to a hotkey that I don't know where the hotkey is. As in what it's attached to. So I don't know how to stop it. Okay, cats, you're just obsessed with these biscuits, aren't you? Not allowed to eat them. Not allowed. Also, welcome in, Jesus. Oh, I'm sorry you had to see me in a state of undress. Oh, goodness gracious me. So, you can tell I haven't actually looked into how to stop it. Oh, well. Oh, cat, okay. You're gonna... I regret my decisions now. I decided to eat some cookies before stream. Forget something? Oh. 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 Also welcome in. Hi guys. How are you doing? I hope you're all well. Wah. Wah. It didn't let me alter the portrait. Oh, that's disappointing. You just had to. Does it pick the first scene? Is that what it does? Or does it let you actually yeah, well no, I suppose just look at you. Long time no see, Evan. How are you doing? Five doesn't know. Oh my goodness. We were playing Risk of Rain this morning. So fun. Such a fun game. Oh, we did beat the boss with all the mountain shrines. So many items though. Okay, cat, so you can leave me alone now. If I ow. Okay, I'm sorry, cat. I'm sorry. Ah! I bite you. I bite your tail. Come here. Ow. Yeah, bit his tail. That should teach him. That should teach him. So welcome in. Who have we got? I've got hi Hopcrest, hi Aki, and hi Lair, hi Red, hi Seal, and hi Evan, and hi Hesses. Ooh, I do have some fizzy Vimto with me today as a drink. Fizzy fruit juice. What are you eating now, cat? What have you found? Oh god, they were asleep before the stream. It was great. It was going to be peaceful. Oh, boop boop. I boop you. I boop you, cat. I boop you, cat. Okay, you're gonna bite my finger. You're biting my fingy. Oh, oh goodness. Ah. All right. Before the Dark Souls music starts. Why is it repeating the same song? It's like looping the same song twice in a row. Interesting. Oh, I was fascinated by why it's doing that. Ow, cat. Ouch. Ow, 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 ow. Okay. Okay. It's gonna be cat biting time for a little bit. Just just to satisfy his need to chew my finger. Oh, my thumb too. My thumb. Okay. 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 Ow! Okay, that's a bit too much. Don't bite that. It hurts. What are you guys up to? What have you guys been up to? Wow. I've been dying of brain rot. Been watching. I watched that entire. I watched the. Oh goodness. As much as I love, I've been watching a lot of Coco Torture Tuesday still, and I finally finished that. I finished the latest one. It was. I didn't realize how much torture the screen puppet was. For the 4 hours. Oh, it was. Oh, Factorio. Factorio. The factory must grow. The factory must grow. How big is it? Where are you up to? Have you reached? Ooh, concert. Arknights. I've seen quite a few people play Arknights. What is Arknight? What is Arknight about? You just lost the space platform. Ooh, that means you're building the rocket. That means you're building the rocket in space, right? Ow, ow, ow. Also, which concert are you going to go to, Aki? Who's the concert? Wait, Arknights of Enfield is gacha mixed with Satisfactory. Huh? That is not a mixture I thought I would see. Gacha with Satisfactory. Ow! Cat, okay. Cats, please. Cat, please. That is. How does that work? Do you like. Bonk. Did the bonk work? I just realized did I blank bonk out, or did bonk not just not work? You need to build the factory to generate all the materials you need to upgrade your characters. Oh. Okay. Hi, coffee. It did not work. Okay. Oh. Holy delay. How? Wait, how much of a delay is there? Ooh, that's quite the delay. Woo! New model. Yes. Yes, coffee, new model. It is new model. It's a base. It's. Wait, did I update? I didn't. Yes, I did. Almost a minute. Thank you. I appreciate the kind words. Oh, cat. Also, new tracking too. Tracking seems to be working quite well. I think it was worth it. Okay, cat, are you just gonna cuddle with me? Okay, cuddle with me, cat. Okay. I'm sorry for all the rattling noises. The cat is just making himself at home. Also, let's see. Sesbian likes today. Yes, plenty of it. Maybe. I don't actually know where we're gonna go. Where we're up to. Wait, did the game crash? Is that what happened? Oh no, the game's fine. Huh. We might crash. I don't know. The AMD drivers updated yesterday or the other day, and I keep on getting errors, but nothing crashes, so it's a strange error. I no understand. I is confused, but as long as it behaves. What's it? I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing. I think I'm supposed to strap in. Yeah, just make sure the engines. Just make sure the engines point the opposite way of. Yeah, make sure the fire comes out of the direction, of the opposite direction you want to go. That's what you should do, Hopcrest. Just make sure the engines point. Point away from the planet you're trying to land on. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Stare directly into engine before. No, 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 no. Make sure it's the other way around. Hi, Wildcat. Welcome in. Yeah, make sure you make sure on the other side. That's what you want to do. Also, a concert of a band called JBO. No, I have not heard of JBO. They're a German band playing a lot of party metal covers of not metal songs mostly. Oh, oh, wait, that sounds pretty good. I like parties songs of not metal. I like metal covers. Oh, but actually parodies instead of covers. Was my oh cat? What did you do? Where did it go? Oh, okay, hasn't eaten it yet. Hasn't. I thought. So sorry. I thought he threw something on the floor, but he hasn't. He's just chewing. Oh goodness. Righty, righty. Waiting. Pause. Oh wait, did tits crash? I think tits might have crashed. Ah, damn it. Sounds like walk with an erection instead of walk like an Egyptian kind of stuff. Oh my goodness. Okay. Wait, I need to find this guy. I need to find this band. But first, let's try and get the tits working again. What happened to them? End task. Worry not. I will reboot. Oh, Jeepers Creepers. Oh. 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 I can't reboot tits. Cat, Jesus, stop it. Stop it. Sorry. Well, that doesn't work. 07 to those. Has it paused the thing at least? Oh, it hasn't paused the thing. Why I thought I told it to pause it when it disconnects. Oh, it pauses that one, but it doesn't pause the other one. Interesting. I'll post a song on Discord. It's German. I should be fine, right? If I don't understand it, it's fine. I'm gonna pause. Wait, has it been paused? Yeah, it's been paused. Okay, I've paused the cats. I'm sorry. Cats, the cats don't work. I blame AMD for the update. Let's give you back your points. There you go. You got your points back. You get your points back. Also, hi, Alarim. Hi. Oh, cats, please. Also, what's the sauce today? Ah, it knows what the sauce is today. How you doing? I know. They stopped with. Oh my god. Oh my god, cat. Please, please, please. Bow. Go to bed. Go to sleep, you stupid little monsters. Go to sleep. Go. Go to bed. Bad cats. Alright, I might just stand up and do the stream for a bit. It usually gets them to bugger off. Wah! I know, so do I. I don't get the little cat noises of things being thrown. and I'm getting surprised. Boom. There you go. To be honest, I'm used to it. Used to it at work. Nice day. Oh, they're great, aren't they? They're great. They're great. I think the AMD update broke it. They'll probably have to release an update soon anyway, because I think they rely on the Twitch API that is apparently changed in some way. And thankfully I don't use it, so I'd never bothered with it, but it'll probably break for somebody. So they'll probably be fixing it at that point. So there'll be an update soon. But for now, we'll have to do without. And let's do some Sesbian. Let's do some Sesbian lax. My model's going to move to the wrong place. It didn't even move. Wow. Okay. Why didn't that work? Oh well. I shan't complain for now. Where's the game? Where's the game? I need chat. Where's chat? Where's chat? Let's get some relaxing gameplay. Hopefully nothing bad happens. Surely it'll all be good. Friendly. Now it's time to watch with mother. Oh, you're streaky. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Oh goodness, thank you for the 25 stream streak, Elru. Never lair.
Already? Okay, let me grab my keys.
What you mean already? Of course. It's the rest is up to her. Don't even remember where we were though. That's so mean, Lair. I cry. I cry. I cry. Wait, where's the cry? Wait, what? Wait, is there an entire... Oh my god. Oh my god. Don't I have like... Hold. Oh, wait, that's how you do it. How could you let Tommy to stop streaming? Oh. Okay, I'll go away. Oh. Oh, I need to set these up as a shortcut somewhere. Oh, I think we were doing a play. We were doing a play, right? Is that what we were doing? Yeah, we were doing a play. We were doing a play with the tree guy and the bird lady that we learned wasn't a pigeon, but is some other bird. Oh no, wait, did she say she was a harpy? And not a pigeon? I can't remember. Went implicit. Swan, that's what she was. She was a swan. There we go. Went implicit. Implicit, as in implied fade to black. Lesbian lax. Oh, lesbian. You just outright said lesbian. Said no idea. I don't think this game goes that far. I don't think this game even had an 18+ patch, so I don't think it goes that far. Now the other games in their repertoire do. Hi, Red Dragon. Welcome in. Holy goodness. I do not have that redeem. Nope, that is not a sound on this. The usual shenaniganry. Yeah, we all say it that way. Okay, let's see how the rehearsals are going. The rehearsals for the play carry on regularly over the month. We have at least one every week, and sometimes more. Although I don't go to every single one of them. I go to lots. Aspen and Juliet are probably more excited about it than I am, and always encourage me before I go, even though I've told them several times that I'm not really participating that much. Oh my god, wait, is that what they call? Oh, they're called the Gunners, aren't they? I forgot. Ooh, you've displeased the... I can't remember what team you support, Ellerim. Me for my family tends to support, or used to support, I don't watch football much, but much at all. My family used to supports Manchester United, so they will talk about Manchester United. So all I know is Manchester United. That's all I know. But I have no idea. Ever since I stopped living with my family, I have no idea about it anymore. So, Aspen and Juliet are probably more excited about it than I. Oh, I've already read that bit. Okay, that's fine. Out of the entire cast, there's definitely no one who works as hard as Lena and Cyrus do. Not only do those two have the most lines, but they have the most energy too. Considering how quiet Cyrus is when he's not acting, watching and hearing him perform with so much emotion is like seeing a whole new person. Oh. So this is what he likes. Cyrus with energy? Yeah, I kind of want to hear this. I wonder if they voice act it. Even though the play isn't until December, more than a month away, neither of them ever slack off. When I'm there, I sometimes help out with things like organising the props or handing out refreshments. The actual performance will be on a real stage, but we haven't been able to use one for practice yet. Sometimes I do have to perform my part, which mostly means standing still in my costume, but sometimes having to move around. I'm not totally sure why they don't just use fake trees, but it's okay. That was my question too. Why do they not use fake trees? Although I wasn't exactly looking forward to being part of this at first, the more time I spend at rehearsals, the more fun I have. Even though I have to meet most of the cast every time, they're all pretty friendly and easy to get along with. And even I can see improvement that happens every week. Everyone is getting better, not just Dina and Cyrus. Occasionally, other people in the park will stop by to watch for a bit, and they always clap or cheer when we're done or when they leave. Ah, of course, yes. They need to convey emotions, don't they? All the trees need to wriggle in excitement, or willow in in sadness with the characters. Overall, the play is a nice distraction from the worries of everyday life. It's nice to have one thing that I don't have to stress about. There's still a long way to go, but I know that just means we'll improve even more before the real thing. Surprising even myself. I'm looking forward to showing everyone just how hard we've been working. Bapperby. It's late and the moon is high in the sky when suddenly a knock in my window. Ooh! Is it Silver? I burst up from my spot on the floor where I've been dozing.
What the?
Oh yeah, this game's quiet. Turn it up. In the darkness, it takes a moment for me to discern the face behind the glass. When I do, it turns out to be the last person I'd expect.
Silver?
Oh, who would have thought? I pull the window open to where Silver is perched on a branch of a nearby tree.
What are... How did... Why not just use the door?
Then she'd have to wake Juliet up.
Come
Oh, no, wait.
outside. I would speak with you.
Wait, Juliet should already be awake, actually. It's right in the middle of the night. Ignoring my questions like always, Silver stands up. I catch the corner of a cocky smile before she leaps from the branch, plummeting towards the ground below. Wait, you can actually see her face? When do we get to see her face?
Hey!
Crushing the windowsill, I jam my head out the window, expecting to see her crumpled on the grass. Instead, I'm just in time to watch her nimbly land on her feet and transform before running off into the darkness behind the library. Hasn't she hurt her leg, though? I'm impressed that she can still jump. With no time to wait or even think about it, I follow after her. Of course, I take the stairs to go to the front door first. I transform right away and wrap around the building, expecting to have to chase after Silver, even though she came here. Instead, she hasn't gone far at all, just beyond the edge of the yard. She stands in a human form and stares out the city below us. Many windows are dark, but many are illuminated too. The street lights and lamps stand lit, even with no one to use them. A warm yellow glow pushes away the darkness at the edges of town. Changing forms back as well, I walk over and stand beside her. Without looking at me, Silver extends an arm in front of her, as if reaching for the city. It's her wrist with her bracelet on it, and her bead shines in the dark like another street lamp. Unhooking my necklace, I hold it out alongside hers. The glow of my bead is about as bright as hers. Scoffing, Silver lowers her arm, and I put my necklace back on. I wait for her to start talking, instead of saying something myself. I find myself doing this a lot with Aspen and Juliet as well, although here it's different. Not only was Silver the one who came to me, but anything would probably be ignored anyway. Hi, Talrain. Sure enough, it isn't long before she twirls around to point a finger at my face.
Listen up, because I'm only going to tell you this once.
I need to move the cat. He's attacking me. Wow. Oh, sorry, boy. No. That's one more time than I usually get. Thank you for the hydrate. Just a nod, signaling for her to continue.
I simply couldn't watch you continue to wallow in ignorance.
Oh, thank you for the follow, Breezy. Cat, move away. Move out of the way, cat. Further away. Oh, yappy! Thank you for the swallow goal. Yeah! Yeah! Thank you so much. Oh, she gonna teach us something? Simply come watch me.
Whereas your magic causes those you encounter to forget about you, mine assists me in a different way.
Oh, we have to find out what hers does.
It tells me the truth of things, of people, human and fabled alike.
Oh? a new outfit. Oh, you might get a follower alert. Yeah, so same. It tells me the truth of things, of people, human and fabled alike. What does the truth of things mean? A power of Sindre.
To my eyes, their emotions are as colors. Fear, like everything else, has its own glow. I've seen it ignite in my presence, at my command. In this way, I've survived.
Oh, okay. So that means people won't forget who you are when they see you. But you can see if somebody... We can see their emotions?
The betrayal of their hearts is twofold. They reveal unseen feelings that they try to mask with words. And the hearts of men are fickle besides. I've seen boredom turn to cruelty, fear become hatred. This is what I see, and you do not. The truth that lies behind all promises and pretenses. Today's friends are tomorrow's bitter foes.
Oh.
You should know all this. I know what it's like to be one of us. I know what you've lived through.
Oh?
And yet, even now...
She cuts herself off and scoffs. Or maybe it's choking something. It's her choking something back? If Miho's power charges her magic with memories, this power would make sense. What would it feed off of? I don't know. Feed off of their emotions? Does it suck the emotions out of the humans? That would make them emotionless husks. That would be an awful way to go.
What color is mine right now?
To give her an out, I ask a question instead. Her eyes narrow, but with concentration, not irritation. As I stand there, I match her gaze. This is the first time I've really spoken normally, instead of her trying to pick a fight or hide from me. She's the first to look away, speaking to the ground.
The color of young spring.
So, is it green? Light green?
It's difficult to read the aura of our kind, requiring my concentration and focus. Even then, it's but a pale glow.
Oh.
With humans and most others, they cannot hide their light from me if they wanted to.
Oh.
Like why you don't forget about me, right? Even though everyone else does.
What do you mean? What? What? She nods. Okay, so it's because she can read emotions like this that she doesn't forget who Miho is? I want to know what that colour means to her. I also want to know why she's choosing just to tell me this, after dodging everything else I've ever asked her. I'm sure she wouldn't tell me if I tried. But there's something else that I do have to ask, because I'm pretty sure I already know the answer. And I think because the effects don't work. Oh, because they don't work as well. Oh my god, of course. Yes. I see. Yes. Yes. I can't. Gumiho. They're Gumihos. Oh my god. Why am I so bad at reading that? Oh, so silly.
Have you ever told anyone else?
That's not the question I would have thought you'd have asked, but okay. Staring at the ground, it takes a long time before Silver shakes her head.
Thought so.
Look, I can narrate it. I can narrate it, but it's like, I don't know. It sometimes feels like when I read things, I say it out loud and then half it just disappears anyway. I don't know. I don't think Silver's quite as old as I am, but she still spends decades on her own, if not longer, just like me. In all that time, any chances I might have had to do something different or change something, I just let pass me by. I never had an idea of what I might be missing. Besides me, Silver adjusts her mask and shifts her weight to her good leg. She's about to transform and probably run away. She had to have some reason for bringing me out here, right? Was she hoping that I'd be the one to extend a hand? I think she'd get along with Aspen and Juliet once she had some time to warm up to them. And if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be having this conversation with her right now. Before she can change, I suddenly reach over and put my hand on Silver's shoulder. Oh, she stiffens and goes tense beneath my fingers, pulling away inconceivably fast, facing me from a few meters away. I don't need to be able to read auras to detect the anger emanating from her. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. If your loved one suffer from stupid brain, consider reaching out. Stream more. It does. No worries, up crest. Oh, she's angry.
I'm sorry.
She's not being touched. Damn it, that was dumb, even for me. I hold up my hands, trying to show that I won't do it again. Just what? Wanted to help her? Saying that would definitely make her hate me. Instead, I clamp my jaw shut before I can make things worse. For a moment, her face softens and she looks torn. She dispels that by shaking her head.
We're even now.
Within seconds, she's a fox, and then she's part of the night, vanished into the darkness. This time, I didn't even think about chasing her. I would have gotten upset too if one of my friends had gone and done that to me early on too, but I don't think she'll hold it against me. At least, not any more than the rest of my existence. After all, I realized way too late. Her coming here in the first place was already her reaching out. And if there's one thing I know for sure, it's that you can't rush these things.
I'm sorry. I hope I'll see you again soon.
Yes, let Silver work at her own pace. I don't yell, but I don't whisper either. I'm pretty sure that she's still close enough to be able to hear me. I've done about as much as I can. The rest is up to her. Ooh, the first thing out of my mouth when I wake up is a sigh. Outside my window lurks a murky grey morning, which feels like an omen. It's chilly, and I'm tempted to stay under the warm covers, but I force myself up and get ready, and then go to breakfast. Juliet and I chit-chat as we wait for Aspen to arrive, but she never does. By the time we finish eating, it seems pretty clear that Aspen won't be showing up.
She must still be asleep.
Just like the morning that Cello and her friends left, I'm guessing that Aspen's overslept. After Silver ran away last night, I was also kept awake with my thoughts for a while. I figured I'd be the last one to get to the kitchen. Aspen still has me beat though. I try calling her, but it goes to voicemail. Uh-oh. As soon as I hang up the phone, I return to my room. I put on my shoes and then leave the library, waving at Juliet as I pass the dining room again. Ooh, everything looks dark and dreary now. I'm sure she knew what I was going to do as soon as I did. I'm not worried about Aspen, at least not more than usual, but I have a feeling she could use my support right now. Aspen, what's wrong? I knock on Aspen's door and wait. Silence. I knock again and wait. I knock a third time, harder. Finally, I hear a sleepy voice from inside.
I'm coming.
Ooh, she sounds ill. When the door finally opens, I'm relieved to see Aspen is alright, or at least upright and unharmed. She definitely isn't doing great though. Her hair's a mess, and she still has a blanket wrapped around her. As she stares at me, blinking in the morning sun, she groans and holds a hand to her head.
Miho? God, what time? Oh, come in.
I step inside gingerly, shutting the door behind myself. Inside it's dark, with curtains drawn and all the lights off. Aspen immediately returns to her bed and lays down with another groan. As I walk towards the bed, my foot bumps against something on the floor. At least I'm afraid it's one of the cats, but when I look down, I see it's actually an empty can. It rolls under the bed all the same. Empty can? Can of what? In fact, there are quite a few empty cans around. I pick one up because I don't recognise the label, and I can immediately identify by smell as beer. Oh, wait. She drank last night? Did she have a party? I hope. I never had any alcohol, but I know enough about it just from TV and my travels. Yeah, it didn't strike me as alcohol drinking. I sit down on the bed beside Aspen, who's covered her face with a stuffed animal. Still, she manages to blindly fumble with one hand until she finds and holds mine.
I'm late for breakfast, aren't I?
Quite a bit late, yes.
Yeah. I came to make sure you're okay.
She makes a sound that could be pain or just acknowledgement.
Sorry, you should have called. You didn't have to walk all the way here.
I did.
I tried.
Her other hand appears in the darkness, also fumbling around until she finds her phone, which is under a pillow, just like her.
Oops. I'm sorry. I slept right through it.
Looking around her room, I notice more than just the beer cans. Her laptop's on the floor, half closed. Notebooks and papers are scattered around the room, not just on the desk, but everywhere. Last time I was here, her apartment was messy. Today, it's a disaster.
It's okay. No big deal. I'm more worried about you than anything.
I'm fine. I'm fine. The only problem is I slept in so damn late. I was planning to call out of work anyway. I need the extra time to finish my edits. And I may have had a bit too much to drink last night, which I'm really paying for now.
I don't think you can call this fine.
Gently, I lift the plushie away from Aspen's face.
No!
Oh, that's my reaction as well. Don't lift the plushie away. Although she groans and makes a grabby hands at it, she doesn't really try to stop me. Instead, she looks at me with red-rimmed eyes and manages a smile. Gesturing for me to come closer, I lean down and Aspen pulls me in to kiss her. Her hands lingered on my cheek when I sit back up. Ooh, her room's gonna smell of the weird smell that you get when somebody drinks lots of beer.
What if I said I was fine now?
I still wouldn't believe you.
No. Although she pretends to pout, Aspen doesn't try to deny it again. Since she's not in any shape to sit up, I lie down next to her instead. I can't help but notice that the makeup stains on her pillow.
This is 2 days in a row now that I've gotten to wake up next to you. More or less. That's something good at least.
You missed out on breakfast today, though.
I'll take that trade.
She closes her eyes, yawning.
But that's also 2 days in a row that I've overslept. I'd actually meant to get an early start today and work on my book a bit before going up to the library.
You were gonna get up early? When did you go to bed?
Aspen and I had already said good night to each other before Silver showed up to my window, and that was somewhere around midnight.
I don't remember. It's a little fuzzy, you know. I'm in the final stretch, though. I can afford to sacrifice a little sleep.
Little fuzzy, how much did you drink?
Maybe if it was just sleep. And just a little.
What do you mean?
What do you mean, what do I mean? Even Juliet can tell how exhausted you are all the time.
Even Juliet, Besides, it's only a couple more days. I have to finish and send it in by the end of Sunday, and then...
And then...
Whilst I get alcohol is good for possibly creative endeavours, such as writing, as my uncle once said. I don't know if a lot of it is.
Then everything can go back to normal, like my sleep schedule. Then it'll be out of my hands and someone else's problem.
It's gonna be that easy? You'll just never have to think about your book again.
Well, no, of course, not like that. I hope not, at least. Unless the changes still aren't what they're looking for. But I don't even want to consider that. Oh God, I do not want to consider that.
Uh-oh.
There'll be more work to do, of course. More writing and more editing. Hopefully not as much editing. I struggled a lot this time around because it was so different from the original manuscript and not the kind of thing I usually write. But once I got the hang of it, it started being easier. So I think next time around shouldn't be as difficult because I already know what they're looking for.
She has to stop and take a deep breath to continue talking.
That's not counting all the other stuff like paperwork and promotion and all that, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Oh, rights and licensing too. That's another thing to think about, but later. The first time I do all that might be tough, but it should also get easier, just like the editing. I've done a lot of research and...
Aspen.
It does make sense, given what the best-selling trends have been lately. Usually I'm more into...
Aspen!
With a tiny hick, she cuts off mid-sentence.
Okay, I know that sounds like a lot, but...
Aspen, you can't keep doing this to yourself.
I don't like interrupting her, but I know where this is going. At my words, she does stop and gazes up at the ceiling before speaking in a very small voice.
What else can I do, though? I know how hard it is to understand from the outside, but that's what it's like to be an artist. Opportunity rarely knocks twice, as they say. It could be years before I have another chance like this, if ever.
Do they say that? I've never heard that. I've never heard that before.
Some things are worth persevering through. So what if I have to call out of work a couple times or miss some sleep? That won't matter in the long run. When there's a line of people waiting for a midnight release at the bookstore or posting fan fiction online, someday I'll forget all the bad stuff that happened or even look back and laugh. Someday it'll be worth it.
Someday?
She nods.
But who cares about someday when you're miserable now, love?
It feels strange calling her that, but also right. Just like when she said it to me. And and it seemed like it works. I hear her her breath catch in her throat, and even as she turns to face me again, I can see the glimmer of tears in her eyes. Oh. More than ever, I wish I knew what to say that could help her. But if Juliet was here, I'm sure she'd have some great advice to offer. It's hard for me to understand what she's going through though. On the other hand, it's really easy to see how it's affecting her.
I know, I'm the last person who should tell someone how to spend their time. But it can't be worth feeling like this all the time, just so maybe someday it'll be better, right? Even if I don't know anything about writing or books or any of that, all of those next steps you talked about sound just as bad. You used to be so excited about your book, but now it just makes you sad all the time. If it would really get better after this weekend, that'd be one thing, but it wouldn't, would it?
Aspen slowly shakes her head. Tears silently roll down her face, into her pillow and hair. I scoot closer so that our foreheads are touching. Even then, I can barely hear her as she whispers,
I know that you're right and it won't get easier, but I'm right too. All those things I said about maybe not getting another chance, or about how it's never easy for anyone, they're true as well. I wish it wasn't. I wish this wasn't my only choice because it's not even mine anymore. It's not my story or characters, it's something else. And I don't know what else to do. If my original story was any good, it wouldn't have been rejected so many times, or needed so many changes. And they're not bad changes either, they make sense, they're just not mine.
"Aww." Pat, pat, pat.
Are
Give
you
her a
really
hug.
okay with that?
For all about 2 seconds, she holds my gaze. Then Aspen truly bursts into tears. It might be her most honest answer yet. Her whole body shakes as she cries, and I do what I can to hold her. The two cats hop up on the bed, concerned and investigating. The corners of my eyes burn too, not for myself, but for Aspen, and for the helplessness I feel. But also, I recall that Juliet said that this is something Aspen has to go through herself.
I don't know if I am. I don't know. I thought I was. Kept telling myself I was, but...
It's hard for her to speak in between sniffles and sobs. I just let her cry against me, doing what I can, be there for her. She doesn't need to finish a sentence anyway. We both already know the answer. I stroke her hair and try to think of how to piece together what I want to say to her. It's tough, because I know I don't have anything that would be helpful or might solve the problem. All I can do is be honest.
I don't know the difference between good and bad writing, of course. I've only ever read one book. But I still really like that book. Enough to read it again and again yesterday. And the only reason I could even do that is because you and Juliet seem to like books so much that I had to try them too. Spending hours hunched over that desk, copying those letters a million times. I wouldn't have done that for just anyone, you know? I'm glad I did, though. It was worth it just to be able to read The Fox in the Grove, even though I already knew the story. That was something I never understood before. Why anyone would want to read a book more than once. You already know what's going to happen. But because it makes me think of you, and that you wrote it just for me to be able to read. I don't think I'll ever be able to like a book more.
Wiping her eyes, she manages a shaky sigh that might be a laugh.
Well, I can't complain about that kind of critical reception.
Her sobs have gone back to being sniffles and hiccups, and she's slowly able to catch her breath. The pillow that we shared is soaked with her tears, but I barely notice. 2 cats are still nearby, and she scoops them up and pulls them towards her as well.
You guys are worried too, huh?
Oh! They both meow in protest as Aspen brings them into our hug. There isn't really room, but Aspen manages to squeeze them in anyway. They immediately hop away though, and she doesn't try to stop them. Cats.
Not too worried, I see.
We snuggle for a bit longer, and then for the first time since she got into bed, Aspen sits back up and rubs her eyes. Hi, Vulgaris! Welcome in! Mina arrive. I sit up too, and she casually leans against me as she looks around. It's a lot brighter now than it was when I got here, even through the curtains. Look, even the weather changed when she became happier.
It is a bit of a mess here, isn't it?
Just a little.
A little bit. Yeah.
Aspen reaches down and picks up one of the heavy, empty beer cans, examining it before tossing it into the recycling bin.
Tasted awful anyways.
Why'd you drink it then?
I didn't even know you like beer.
I don't.
Sister, why? Drink something you like. You fool. Another can is on Aspen's nightstand, and she chucks that into the bin as well before gathering some of the scattered papers around the apartment. The edge! The edge! We shall wait for the ads. That's the end of the conversation. It is, somehow. I mean, if it's a one-off, my follow-up question is, why did you drink beer then? Why did you try cider or wine? Wine. Or rum. I say wine. Wine's alright. Like spirits and cider. Though there is something I did realise the other day while watching a bunch of while watching people stream and getting adverts. I just realised I forgot that January adverts are like, they just don't exist. If there were 28 empty wine bottles around the apartment, I wouldn't even be surprised. Don't know if that's more worrying or better. It's very worrying. Don't know what wine I'd go. I should probably not say it'd be good. Oh. Yeah, but it makes sense though for it's this the stereotype of an author or a book writer. They'd have wine bottles everywhere. They'd have wine bottles sealed up in a cupboard. And you'd have one on the go. You know, lets the thoughts run freely. Silly. To be silliness. Carry one of those booze flasks, but filled with those hip flasks. Yeah. If you want to be really economical with amount of alcohol per volume, you probably put some like vodka or rum in there. What, wine? Yes, wine. That's where I'm used to hit flasks with spirits. Very handy when you go to a festival, a music festival, where they're like, "Oh, you're not allowed to bring alcohol in here." Like, Oh no. Oh no. Don't check that mysterious lump under my bra. It's just a boob. You can't ask. I don't mind me. My flask of water. That's the trick, Elra. That's the trick. That's what you do. You hide flasks in your bra. And find a queue with a male guard. They don't pat you down. Can't do that. Oh, you need to find someone with booba, and you can do that. No, that attitude. I'll get your best femboy outfit on. If it's in Poland, I can't bring even a flask of water with you. You need to buy. Really? They stop you from bringing water in? Usually the right way to do it is they make us empty the bottles. Even if it is water, they make us empty it, but they give you festivals give you like water fountains, and I think we have. Can you just go to the bar and ask for a cup of water, like tap water? Is that an option? I am aware that this might be a UK thing. That if a venue serves alcohol, I think it's alcohol, then they have to give you the ability, like, free water. I don't know if it's or something like that. And it's 4 times the price. Okay, noted. I'll just suffer if I ever go to a concert in Poland. In Germany, water needs to be the cheapest option. Ah, I see. Wow, I didn't realize how lucky we had it. Yeah, we can just usually just ask for water and it's free. Oh, we always can. They'll try and sell us premium water, like a bottled water. Like this one nightclub really did try. I had to stop them. I was like, no, I don't want bottled water. Just give me tap water. But all festivals have been had free water on tap, yeah. But if they don't do that, then what happens is a bunch of people have heat strokes and dehydration, and then all the medical staff, then they have to have extra medical staff to compensate for all that, which would probably cost them more than it would do just give you free water. Silly. That is good to know. Oh, you can do tap water. Oh, okay. Why is Poland tap water bad? I thought it'd be all right. No. Or what do I know? Hi, Chris. Oh, wait, the ads finished. Oh, the ads finished a while ago. Wah, wah. What are we doing? Let's go. We just had some teary moments, sad moments. Now we have happy moments. Hopefully, I help clean, throwing away anything that looks like trash, and organising anything that doesn't. Aspen takes care of all that, replacing her laptop on her desk and tidying some of the clutter. Finally, she opens the curtains and we sit back down. I wait for her to say something, since there still hasn't been any resolution. I don't have to wait very long.
I'm going to send an email to Avery and tell them I've changed my mind. And then I'm not interested in making the changes they wanted.
Yeah. Put your foot down, Aspen. It's your story.
Wait, you've
Not
already
theirs.
decided that?
I'm happy to hear her decision, but I wasn't expecting it to come this fast.
I have to give them an answer soon, one way or another. To be honest, I was already thinking about it, and have been for days. In my heart, I think it's what I've wanted to say this whole time. But I kept telling myself that I should just try a little harder and power through. I could probably do that if I put my mind to it. But there was something you said earlier. And as soon as you said it, I knew you were right, because it was something I was trying not to admit to myself. That somewhere along the way, something I love had turned into something I dread. I pictured myself continuing down that path. If I lost that love forever, would it be worth it?
Anyways, take care, Icarus. Thank you for the lurk.
It might be. It might not. There's no telling how it would go. But you're right that I have something to live for right now. And someone. Someone to love.
Oh.
And so I think maybe that much is enough. More than enough, even.
Aspen leans in, and I do too, and I do too, closing my eyes in anticipation. The relief that floods through me as I hear Aspen's words is like a glass of water after a long run. Pausing just inches from my lips, Aspen whispers just one more thing before we kiss.
I have everything I need right here.
The two of us linger around Aspen's apartment for a while longer. I play with the cats while Aspen collects herself and eventually manages to send off her email. Oh! Around lunchtime, we head to the Bell House for Aspen's midday shift.
Are you sure you want to go to work today? You said you were going to call out.
I'm sure. It'll be nice to have the distraction. Sorry to leave you on your own, though.
It's alright. I'll figure out something to do.
I study Aspen's face. Her eyes are still red and puffy. Although her glasses help hide that, she still seems fragile, but I feel less worried about her than before.
See you tomorrow then?
Maybe. I might just need a day alone. Not that being with you doesn't help me feel better, but I just have a lot of thinking to do.
I understand. We can hang out again when you're ready.
I'll see you on Halloween for sure.
Cool.
We get a Halloween episode? Aspen adjusts her glasses and removes her hat, preparing to go change into her uniform.
Well, I'm going to go clean myself up a bit before my shift starts. I can't let Lena see me like this.
You sure you'll be okay?
Yes, I have lots of practice at keeping myself together. That's all customer service really is.
Alright. See you later then.
Goodbye, Miho. I love you.
They're not going to forget. I hope not. It'd be very silly if they did at this point.
Love you too.
After a final kiss, she goes inside to start her shift. It's been an emotional day already, and it's barely half over. Despite that, I feel optimistic as I walk away from the cafe. I'm still concerned about Aspen, but I know she'll be okay in the long run. Hi, studio. Rally, hi Rally. How you doing? That would be the worst ending. That would be a horrendous ending, but it won't be. It's please be happy. The game is happy. It might have some sad moments, but I'm sure it'll end happy. They're so cute. Oh, okay. Library. We get to talk to... I forget their names again. the kid and his mum this time. Tommy. I continue to see Tommy and his family fairly regularly. Of course, I hear from the three of them every day, just to maintain their memories. It makes my daily check-ins take a while, but that's okay. Gwen also comes into the library to study several times a week, sometimes by herself and sometimes with Tommy. When Elijah drops by to return the books he borrowed, he mentions that he wasn't able to learn much about Gerby, like he'd hoped, but that he thinks Gerby comes from somewhere other than the underworld, like I do. That would explain why it's harder to find information about him. It reminds me a bit of Aspen and Juliet trying to find more about my bead and magic. At least in that case, the silver to help explain some things, at least grudgingly. As for Tommy, it seems like he's doing okay. I don't hear anything else about him getting into fights or what. For one thing, when he's at the library, he either looks for bugs or just reads a book at the table with his mum. Slowly but surely, the three of them, four if you count Gerby, have slipped into their own routine. I hope Elijah was right when he said that things between them will just have to get better with time. Oh, okay. After eating breakfast with just Juliet, I have to figure out how to spend a day without Aspen. And see her. Remember, you need to see her. Please, Miho. Oh, they did a quick video call. Saved. We had a quick video call this morning where she still needs a day to herself, just to unwind and think and cry. I wish that I could be there to comfort her, but I also understand why she needs to be alone for a while. She's learning those hard lessons for herself, like Juliet says. I'll see her tomorrow, but I can't let today go to waste. Juliet finds me in the kitchen, looking out the back window.
Is something out there?
Nah, just thinking about what I want to do today. Aspen's not feeling very good.
In the shade of a big tree in the backyard, there's a couple of birds hopping around, looking for worms. That gives me an idea.
Could I go see that bird we rescued? The one your friend picked up.
You can certainly visit the preserve. Although I couldn't say if they'd be able to point you to our friend in particular. There are quite a lot of other birds who call it home.
That's fine. I can look for it on my own.
Of course. It's a bit of a walk, but there's a shuttle that can take you most of the way.
Juliet shows me where to find the shuttle, and I use my phone to guide me there. I don't have to wait long until it arrives and I climb on board. Now, by shuttle, do they mean bus? Do they use shuttle as slang for bus? The driver takes us in the direction of the Bell House and Aspen's apartment. We walk down these roads many times, and it feels strange to see them rush by the windows, like I'm fast forwarding through a TV show. At some point, we take a turn that I've never taken before, and soon we're going through areas that are new to me. I watch them go by, not paying enough attention to commit them to memory. Eventually, I stop and disembark. As I get my first whiff of clean air, I understand why it's a preserve. Hi, Edwan! As far as I can see, the land is covered in forest. Not just trees, but forest, grown so thick that it looks like a solid wall of green. How are you doing, Edwan? You doing okay? You doing good? The only wait a second. I had to clear my throat. Oh my. The only exception is a river that winds through the hills, where the water is crystal clear and still. The nearby botanic gardens were lovely, but this is something else. This is something more. Oh. This is an ominous choice. I miss travelling to new places, or I'm glad to have settled down. I mean, I'm glad I've settled down. It reminds me of my days in the wild, running free. Although those were very good times, I prefer the simplicity and security of my daily life that I've established. Yes, exactly. That's what I was thinking. I was like, I wonder how this impacts if I choose I miss being free. I quietly pay for my ticket and then hurry out as fast as I can. I see why Juliet said they wouldn't be able to help me find my bird. There are a ton of places it could be, but that doesn't mean I can't try. Maybe if I found the person who took the bird in, they'd know what happened to it. I might have a better luck. Just looking for it myself, though. It's a big place, I decide. Too big for me to try and explore on my own. I should look for Juliet's friend, Amaya. I should have asked Juliet how to contact her before I left. I'm sure Juliet's asleep by now, and I don't want to disturb her. Besides, it's not like I'm in a hurry. Taking my time, I try to see as much as I can. It's not crowded, but the preserve is far from empty too. There are just as many fabled as there are humans. Some I recognise, like a faun and a dryad. I wonder if the trees make any of them feel like I do. If any of them have a story like I do. Come from some place far like I do. There are kids too. Human kids with their teachers, being led around by tour guides. Lots of them look excited to be here. I hope maybe they can learn to love it as well. I ask some of the guides or instructors if they know who and where Amaya is. Some of them have no idea what I'm talking about. Some know her, but not her location. Finally, I found someone who's able to point me in the right direction. I end up back near where I started, near the edge of the river. Sure enough, the lady from before is there, talking with another guest. I wait until they finish their conversation before I approach.
Excuse me.
Hi, how can I help you?
A few weeks ago, you picked up a hurt bird from my friend Juliet. I was wondering if you could tell me where it is now.
Oh, right. That poor guy. I'm afraid the little fellow didn't make it.
Aww.
I think that when he took the tumble that hurt his leg, he must have hurt something inside him, too.
Oh.
It's dead. I hadn't even thought about that possibility. This whole time I just assumed it'd be alive. That it had gotten better.
It's sad, but it's the way of nature sometimes. Mind if I ask how you were involved?
Naturally, she doesn't remember me being there.
I was the one who found it and brought it to Juliet's. I wasn't around when you picked it up, though.
Oh, right. Well, you can sleep easy and know that you did what you could.
She sounds so casual about it. I guess she's probably experienced this a lot. Meanwhile, I don't know what to say. I just stand there, surprised. It was just a bird, sure, but that's still something. For the bird, it was everything. Amaya starts to walk away, but before she can leave, there's something I wanted to know. Something I've never given much thought to before, but that my recent time with Silver had made me wonder about.
Hey, I have a question.
Shoot.
Do you believe in fate?
Okay. What an insane question to ask a stranger. Okay. She stares at me in mild shock. It's a weird thing to ask, I know, but I hold her gaze and I don't back down.
Now there's a question.
Looking past me at the water, she takes a deep breath and lets it out slowly.
If you're asking if I think there's a world out there where that bird survives or never gets hurt to begin with, then sure, maybe. I'm not smart enough to know, but it's not this one. Destiny, luck, whatever you want to call it, life's unfair, that's a fact. It doesn't care about any one of us. Sometimes you can do everything right and it just isn't enough. I don't think that's destiny personally, that's just being alive. Being here, doing what I can to help who I can, that's just me playing my part in life. If that's because some invisible force led me, then it doesn't change anything. Bigger picture or not, it's what I choose to do with my time right now. And I choose to believe that makes a difference. Hope that helps.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. Say hi to Juliet for me, will you?
Yeah, no problem.
Whoa. Stranger has a lot of wisdom. Once again, she starts to walk away, and this time I don't stop her. Instead, I walk out to the nearby gazebo and sit down, surrounded by quiet water. Even though her reasoning was totally different, I can't help but think about how Amaya pretty much said the same thing Silver did. It was just a bird, and that's just life. Silver, who had wanted to let it die, and Amaya, who tried to keep it alive, help it live. I wonder how Silver would feel if she heard the news. I'm sure she'd pretend not to care, but she did follow me all the way back to the library just to see. On the other hand, Amaya didn't seem all that upset. I could tell she didn't know why it mattered to me. Like always, it's hard for me to know the answer to answer the question myself. I know how nature works as well as either of them. I know better than to expect it to care. That doesn't mean I can't, though. Even if no one else sees it, the bird is still as alive as we were. Maybe you didn't read books or drink coffee or watch TV, but it still existed. It ate and flew and sang. The forest on Mount Victoria will be a little more quiet from now on, even if nobody notices. I wouldn't be able to tell the difference myself, I know. It's not like the bird and I were friends. Still, whenever I go back, I'll think about it, and think about the tree that used to be its home, the nest that it'll never return to. Sighing, I stand up and walk again. Despite how it turned out, I'm still glad I came to this place, still glad it exists. It might not be perfect, but it's doing the best it can. The morning of October arrives with a brisk morning chill. I take my time waking up, or the end of October even. Can't even read. It's Halloween! I take my time waking up, enjoying a comfortable warmth on my bed like always. Outside my window, the leaves and branches shake with the breeze, but they can't reach me in here. From downstairs, the warm smell of coffee wafts up, promising me refreshment and energy, something that drifts up to something even better. The comfortable sound of Aspen and Juliet chatting in the red dining room. How long has it been? Weeks at least? The past few times that Aspen has been here for breakfast, she's been too preoccupied to really have a good time. But even from up here, I can hear the sound of her laughter like a bell. Smiling, I get myself up and ready for the day. I hope October will take our worries with it as well. I head downstairs and we go through the usual smiles and greetings, plus the usual chit-chat as we eat. Eventually we clear away our plates and just sit comfortably together like we used to.
So, Miho, today will be your first holiday, correct?
Yep. The first one I've paid attention to at least. I don't really know what Halloween is about though.
Halloween! It's spooky season.
It depends, really. In some parts of the world, it's a time to honor the dead. In many others, it's simply a time to celebrate the season and have fun.
Most of the time it's about sweets and costumes. I'm sure there'll be plenty of trick-or-treaters coming by tonight.
What's that?
It's where kids put on costumes and go door to door, and the people who live there hand out candy.
Sweet.
For free?
Oh, exactly.
Don't get any ideas.
Too late.
I picked up some bags of candy earlier, so there will be plenty to give out. Halloween is usually a busy night here, as you said. Will the two of you be here? Or do you have other plans?
Aspen and I look at each other, and I shake my head.
I don't have anything else.
Neither do I. So I think it's safe to say we'll be around.
Wonderful. I'm looking forward to it.
Ooh.
It's good to see you looking so well, Aspen. I'm glad you're feeling better.
Me too. I'm still not quite back to 100%, but I'm getting there.
Have you decided what you're going to do?
Not entirely. I've decided that I'll put aside writing for a while, though. At least writing for anyone other than myself. I think I need to remember why I started doing it in the first place. After that, maybe I can start to think about publishing again, and manuscripts. That could be in a month, or in a year, or even several years.
Take your time. Under the table, Aspen takes my hand.
For once, I'm not in any rush.
Juliet looks at us fondly. Compared to a couple of days ago, she looks relieved. It's clear that I wasn't the only one who was worried about Aspen.
That's good. I hope you'll take all the time that you need.
The three of us make plans for the evening, settling on a time that we'll be back in the library. Juliet departs for bed, and Aspen and I remain at the table. Aspen slouches, looking up for the ceiling with a contented sigh.
I can't remember the last time I had a morning like this.
Oh, it's been a
Not
while.
just with you and Juliet, but where I don't wake up feeling like I've already fallen behind in the day. No plans, no obligations.
Good. She squeezes my hand.
Just us.
I've missed
Oh.
days like that too.
I know I've said it, but I'm sorry for worrying the two of you so much. And for being so distracted all the time. And for several other things that I'm sure will come to mind soon.
I shake my head.
Don't be sorry. I know you were trying really hard because of how important writing is to you.
Yes, well, there are other things that are important too. I can't let myself miss out on all those. Like this.
The kiss? Little Aspen leans over and kisses me on the cheek.
Okay. That is pretty important.
Indeed. She laughs.
Glad you agree. There was one thing I wanted to do today, actually. And I was hoping you would join me.
Oh, a date?
Of
You're gonna go on a
course.
date?
What is it?
Aspen stands up and fetches a couple of heavy books that are sitting on the counter, bringing them over to where we are. I recognise them as coming from Aspen's apartment. Instead of being part of the library's collection, they make a heavy thud. Don't know if you heard that boom as she sets them on the table.
Something Mum and I used to do when I was a kid. Although it's been a few years now.
She takes one of the books and opens it up, flips through the pages quickly and carefully. I watch from over her shoulder until she finally stops.
Here we are.
A scrapbook? Near the middle of the book, there's something tucked in the pages. Aspen delicately lifts it up for me to see. Oh, flower pressing.
Ooh.
It's a flower, but it's flat and dry. The petals look as dry and delicate as the paper they were stuck between.
Every summer, we'd go out and pick flowers to press. Isn't it pretty?
It is.
She offers it to me, and I take it very carefully. It's practically weightless and feels like it could blow out of my hands at any second.
We used to do it to celebrate the end of each school year. Although it's not quite the same, lately I've been reminded of that feeling. One chapter ending and another beginning. So, if you're up for it, I thought perhaps we could go find some flowers of our own.
Oh, well, that's cute.
I'd love to.
Great! Let's be off then.
I let her lead the way outside. We search for a while, looking for any flowers that Aspen thinks will work. There are plenty in people's gardens, but she says we're not allowed to take those. We try the park, the mountain, and even the size of the road, but nothing we find meets Aspen's standards. Finally, after going around a big chunk of town, we spot a hidden grove near the waterfront that seemed perfect. There are several different types of flowers, all in bloom. We walk over and stop just at the edge of the patch.
These should do. What do you think?
They look really pretty. But I thought that about the other ones we saw too.
It's not just about how pretty they are. They need to be the right shape and size as well.
These fit in the
These ones
box.
check all the boxes. Go ahead and choose some that look nice to you. Then you can snip off the tops with these.
She hands me a pair of scissors.
I don't know how to decide. They all look nice to me.
It should be easy then. It's best if they're kind of flat though. Remember to only take the top so that the rest of the plant can grow back.
Yes, now she has scissors. What's she gonna do? I watch her pick a couple that I can make sure, so I can make sure I'm doing it right. Aspen only chooses flowers that are in the middle of big patches instead of ones that are alone. After a bit, I wander off to select my own. Both of us move around carefully, making sure not to step on anything delicate. There are some that look like the ones Aspen already had in her book, which reminded me of the flowers you can buy in the store. The sweet aroma isn't as strong as it would be if I were a fox, but it's still nice. There are others that I've never seen before, but catch my eye as I'm deciding. Both kinds seem like they should work, so I'm not sure which to choose. Ooh. Wait, what? Brain, what did I just... After I wanted to select my own, both of us move around carefully, making sure not to step on anything delicate. There are some that look like the ones Aspen already had in her book, which reminds me of the flowers you can buy at the store. Strong. Wait, what? There are others that I've never seen before, but catch my eye as I'm deciding. Oh. The new ones. I mean, we've already got these ones, so why not new ones? I go with the unfamiliar flowers that are new to me. I want something that will stand out compared to the ones she picks. Imitating what I see Aspen do, I snip off the buds and bundle them up, making sure not to crush or damage them. Then I rejoin Aspen, who's finishing up too. She inspects my collection.
Oh, those are beautiful. Good choice. Are you all set?
Yeah. Ready if you are.
The two of us return to the library and the books waiting for us there.
So, how do we do this?
Yeah, how do you do this? I forget how you do flower pressing. Do you just put it in between the pages, or do you have to dry them out first?
It's quite simple, really. There are lots of ways to press flowers, but this method is the easiest. All you have to do is take your book.
Aspen grabs one of the heavy books she bought and opens it somewhere in the middle.
Put a piece of paper in here like this for the moisture.
Ah, that's how they deal with the moisture. She folds a plain piece of paper in half and then slides it to where the pages meet.
Then you place your flowers on top and close the book. And that's it. Easy, right?
Oh, easy peasy. To demonstrate, she arranges a few of the buds she selected, spacing them out like cookies on the sheet. Once she's satisfied, she shuts the book.
Oh, I can do that.
Oh. I take one of the others and repeat the process. When I close the front cover, the pages smushed down and the colourful flowers. Aspen puts both books side by side on the counter.
How long does it take? Should we come back later?
Longer than that. A few days, if not weeks. We want to get all the water squeezed out.
That long?
Takes a while to dry them.
I'm afraid so. Mum always said that the waiting was half the fun, because it gave you something to look forward to.
I'm not sure about that.
I tend to agree. There is a certain charm to it, though. I first learned about pressing flowers when I bought a book from a second-hand store that had a few left behind by a previous owner.
Oh.
They must have forgotten all about the flowers. They were bone dry, even more than the ones I showed you, and they'd stained the pages.
Guess they used the flower pressing book to
They were
press
so
flowers.
beautiful, though, and made my copy unique. I left them in there to this day on my shelf. It seemed wrong to remove them after so long.
What do you do with the ones you make?
Decorate mostly. They make for nice accessories, or bookmarks, or even look nice on their own.
I can't wait to see.
Yeah, I wonder how she preserves them, make sure they don't break.
Me either. Here, there are still a few left.
Aspen and I each have a couple of flowers remaining, so she grabs another book and opens it up. She flips through the pages, getting closer to the middle, and then suddenly stops. Nestled alongside a few flowers is a folded up paper with Aspen's name on it.
What's that?
She stares silently for a long time and then gently removes everything. The flowers are almost entirely brown and fragile, except for a few splotches of white on the petals. Aspen sets them aside.
It looks like I did some forgetting too. I must have put these here years ago.
What about the paper?
There's another sheet in there that everything sat on top of. So the one with her name must not be the one to suck up the water. She gently removes the page in question. It's stained brown like the flowers and sticks as she tries to take it out, but eventually gives way. It crackles in her hand as she turns it over a few times. Carefully unfolding it, Aspen holds the paper where she can read it.
It was a letter to my future self. I used to write them occasionally. Most got lost or thrown out ages ago, but it figures that I'd find one here and now.
What's it say?
I'm a little afraid to find out.
She clears her throat.
Dear Miss Benoit.
She gives a sidelong glance.
I wish I just used my first name. I can't tell you how tired I am of reading letters that start like that. Anyway, I'm writing this on the evening of my 13th birthday. In case you have forgotten, today I began writing my first novel. By the time that you read this, I expect that you have half a dozen or more complete aside from this one.
Very well spoken for a 13-year-old. Again, Aspen looks at me.
As you can see, I used to be even more obnoxious when it came to writing. Mother suggested that I compose this letter in order to look back and reflect on how far I have come. I'm keeping my goals modest so that I might surprise myself in the future. Right now, there are many questions that I have. What was university like? Have you gotten married yet? How many other famous authors have you met? Have you made more friends? I hope that you have moved to a bigger city. Mother says someday I will appreciate our town more, but I don't believe her. There is not a single thing that I will miss from here after I've left, other than my parents, of course. I have been looking at possibilities for studying abroad when I am older, and am focusing on my academics to help facilitate that.
Goodness gracious! I wish I was this. I wish I was this. I wish I was this studious at 13 years old. Imagine how far I would have gotten. I was 13. I was like, I just want to finish this class, go home.
When you read this, I wonder if you will remember.
I'm jealous of
writing
her.
it. I hope that you are laughing about how much better your life is than I am imagining now. Yours truly, Aspen Benoit.
After she finishes reading the letter out loud, Aspen silently rereads it a few more times. Then she places it back to where it came from, alongside the dry flowers and the rest that we picked together. No way a 13-year-old says focusing on my academics. That's what I was thinking, unless you're like a genius or something.
Young Aspen got a few things right and a few things wrong, it seems. I'm over half a dozen books late, apparently. Modest goals, indeed. I don't really remember writing that particular letter. At least not too clearly. But for all the wishes that didn't come true, and all the things that I'm sure past me would be disappointed in current me for, it does make me smile to read it again.
I think that's the most important part.
I quite agree. It might not be the future I was imagining, but still, I wouldn't trade the present I have for anything.
Oh. Aspen and I cleared up the leaves and trimmed stems, sweeping them into the garbage. Then we stick to the books and put them up on a high shelf, where they'll be safe and out of the way. We both stare up at them, full of memories new and old.
That's enough of the past for now. Come on, we have a whole day to enjoy.
Oh, I've had some of those in school. Could have been me though. Really? You were not focusing on my academics, on your academics, Aki? I'm sure the 13-year-old invested in school. Just didn't think they'd phrase it that way. Oh yes, I think, yeah. As Aspen said, she was more. What did she say? She was even more. Did she say pretentious? Is that what she said? No. How did she describe it? Obnoxious. As a writer, she might have been trying to write it that way. Yes. That's what she was. Just because she was a writer, she was trying to make it sound, as she says, she calls it obnoxious. But to be fair, I try to do that sometimes. I try to write that way just to be silly. Oh yeah, they have a full day to enjoy. Aspen places a hand on my shoulder and kisses my cheek, and then leads me out of the kitchen. I follow her out into the bright sunlight.
Right behind you.
Oh, as the day winds down and starts to get darker, the light breeze starts to pick up. Not enough to be cold, but enough to make me glad I have my jacket. Aspen, Juliet and I sit out on the front porch with the lights on, watching the road.
How long until people start showing up?
Well, you stand outside and do it? I thought you stayed inside and let people knock on the door. Hi, Mother. Mother, I need to invest. Morning.
Soon, I'd imagine. The early evening is when most trick-or-treating begins.
It's Halloween. It's spooky season in the game.
They'd better hurry before Miho eats all the candy.
Can't argue with that.
I unwrap another piece and stuff it into my mouth, shoving the wrapper into my pockets with a bunch of others.
Maybe if you go knocking on doors, you could convince people you're a kid in a costume too. That way you could get your own candy.
Do you think that would work?
I somehow doubt it. It's hard to talk with a mouthful of chocolate and caramel.
No, but it's funny to imagine.
Oh, look! Here come a few of them now.
Oh, I'm sorry, Hopcrest. Yeah, the tits crashed, and I tried to reboot it. It just insta crashed again. So, no cat redeems. I want to, but I can't. I don't know how to do it. It just dies. I blame AMD. Just blame AMD. Or the tits developer, I suppose. Right, gotta go. Friends, I had to pick me up and go focus on academics. Okie dokie, thank you for dropping by, Aki. Take care, have a fun evening. Hope you have a fun time at the concert. You too. But bye. Sure enough, a group of three kids appear at the bottom of the hill and start making their way up towards us. I stand up, a giant bowl in my hand.
Oh, how cute!
One of the kids has a white sheet draped over them with big holes cut out for their eyes. The other two are dressed like characters I've seen on TV. The three of them hold out the pillowcases as I toss a handful of candy in each one.
Here you go.
The one with the big eyes goes even more wide-eyed.
Whoa, that's a lot. Thanks a bunch. Wait, was it? Should I take some back?
Aspen swats at me gently.
You can't do that.
The three kids hurry off, probably afraid that I really was going to reach in and claim some of the candy. I sit back down.
How much am I supposed to give them?
Usually a piece or two, but it's not a problem. We still have several unopened bags inside.
Great.
I grab another piece for myself and munch on it. Oh, wait, I got the sticker on. The sticker that doesn't track correctly.
Well,
Crunch.
in that case...
Is Aspen going to steal one too? Aspen reaches over and picks out a couple of candies for herself too. It isn't long before the next batch of kids show up with another close behind them. The second group even has some parents accompanying them. Oh! It gets later and later, but more kids start arriving rather than less. I hand out candy until my arm gets tired, and Aspen takes over. More than once, Juliet has to go inside to get more bags of candy to refill the bowl.
This is more work than the library on a busy day.
Half the game's budget went into the trick-or-treat voice acting. I know, that's what I was thinking. I was like, that's so many people. I was like, that's so funny. Oh, even my first day of work, when Aspen helped me run the desk, felt less busy than this evening does. But also, it's a lot of fun. Many of the kids have creative costumes, and I even recognise some of the characters they're dressed as. The less creative costumes are still cute too, and it's nice seeing so many happy smiles as they walk away. I kind of wonder, what did anybody approach, in a vampire costume? It's not until the moon is high and in the sky that the trick-or-treaters stop showing up. We can still hear the occasional whoop and shout from the streets nearby, but no one else comes up the path. A big bowl of candy is nearly empty, with a less than full layer left behind. A bunch of empty bags fill one with recycling bins. What? A bunch of empty bags fill one of the recycling bins. In the end, we managed to go through all of the candy Juliet bought. Impressive. When I did trick-or-treating, I bought far too much, because it's not a particularly popular thing where I live. People have started doing them, but you'll get like what, 10 people? Crest. I have an erm. Oh, wait, there's a question emote? I didn't even know. I thought those 2 different emotes. What's your question, Leia? It's an erm, and I now see it. I thought it was cease and erm. I was like, what? What have I done wrong? Does Crest hop? I don't know what you're asking. What do you mean, does Crest hop? Oh, you're asking Hop Crest. After about 10 minutes without any more kids, we finally get up from the porch.
I believe we can call it a night.
That was certainly the busiest Halloween I've ever been a part of.
Really? I didn't know if that was normal or not.
Well, it'll be our first Halloween, wouldn't it, Miho?
For Welly, maybe. But I don't get many trick-or-treaters at my apartment. And back home, there are like maybe 5 kids in town at any given time.
More candy for you.
Speaking of which, I hope I can count on the 2 of you to finish off the leftovers we have here.
You don't even have to ask.
I'd better take what I can before Miho claims it all for herself, shouldn't I?
Not if I beat you to it anyway.
Laughing, the 3 of us clean everything up and then finally head back inside the library.
That was quite fun, but I do think I'm ready for bed. Is something wrong?
Oh? I barely register her words. Something is wrong, but I don't know what. As soon as I walk through the front door, I can tell, but I can't place what it is.
Miho?
Oh. Both of them stop walking, watching me with concern. Finally, it hits me.
It's cold.
It's cold.
It doesn't take me long to spot the source. One of the windows near the shelves, not far from Aspen's usual table, is wide open. The curtains flutter with the breeze. The 2 of them follow my line of sight.
Oh, did we forget to close this? But then, that doesn't make sense, does it? Why would we have just opened one of the windows?
We wouldn't.
Oh, they have a thief.
That window was definitely shut earlier.
Oh, they have a thief.
It's Halloween. Maybe some kid snuck in here as a prank. Is anything missing?
The 3 of us look around, inspecting the shelves, front desk, and everything in between. If something's gone, it's not immediately visible.
I can't see anything out of the ordinary.
Me either.
Yeah.
Something still doesn't sit right with me.
I'm gonna go look upstairs.
The other 2 follow behind me. Juliet goes to check her office, but it appears untouched. Aspen waits at the top of the stairs, watching. Meanwhile, I go to my room. Grabbing the handle, I push the door open and turn on the lights. I can hardly believe what I see. It's Silver. Oh, my window is open too. My bed sheets and pillows are strewn across the floor like someone climbed across the bed. What few other possessions I have are also scattered around the room, as if a tornado had blown through.
Miho? Is something amiss?
I can hear them both hurrying my way as I remain frozen in the doorway. Behind me, Aspen gasps as she gets a glimpse of my room.
Who? Why?
I have a feeling I already know the answer to one of those questions, but not the other. Stepping inside, I mechanically pick up my things and put them back where they belong. Everything is here except for the paper. Hi, Spine. It's gonna be the scroll.
My scroll!
The little piece of paper. The only belonging that I really care about is nowhere to be seen. I check it in my bed and every nook and cranny just to be sure, but it's gone. The fact that it is all the confirmation I need.
I'll be back.
I push my way past Aspen and Juliet's shocked faces and I dash back downstairs. Both Aspen and Juliet shout after me as I barrel out of the library, but I ignore them both. The instant I'm outside, I transform and keep running. There's no question or doubt as to who took my scroll. The question is why. As angry as I could be, I force myself to stamp that feeling down. At least until I know what Silver's reasons. The path to Mount Victoria is more crowded than I've ever seen it. Both the roads and sidewalks are full of people, mostly parents with their kids. Oh, the adverts. Let's wait for the adverts. Let's wait for the ads. Also wait for the ads. I'm going to go to the little lady's room. So I'll be back shortly. Enjoy my model staring. Ow! Meow! Let's go sit down. Cats, come here. Ooh. Are you gonna sleep now or are you gonna wake up? Go to sleep. Go back to sleep. You can sleep on my knees if you want. Wanna be a lap cat? A lap cat? No, he doesn't want to sleep on my knees. Oh, yes, as I finished, just in time. Oh, hello once again. Hello, Shedster. Good afternoon. Oh, as I finished, let's find out why did Silver steal our thing? Oh, what was it? The path to Mount Victoria is more crowded than I've ever seen it. Both the roads and sidewalks are full of people, mostly parents with their kids. Some of them point and cheer as I run past, but I don't give them a second thought. None of them try to stop me or get in my way. By the time I climb the mountain and reach Silver's part of the forest, it's dark. She isn't in any of her usual spots, but I can sense that she isn't far away. Racing through the darkness, I keep my nose to the ground, hot on her tail. Then suddenly, just like last time, I find her. She moves in the darkness, a patch of shadow that's a different colour than the rest. Her bead glows as vibrant as ever, illuminating her wrist. It shines on the unfurled paper in her hand. Like always, she waits with her back to me.
So you came.
Of course I did. Give me back my scroll.
I keep my distance, but reach out my hand. She's just a few steps away. Tilting her head to look up at the starry sky. No, not the sky, the trees. I follow her gaze upwards and realize something I've been here before. Wait, what? I follow her gaze upwards and realize something. I've been here before. I recognize this tree. It's the one the bird fell from. It makes me pause. Has she been wondering about it all this time? Is this her way of asking? She did follow me all the way home. I soften my voice, but I know that I may as well be blunt.
It died, you know. They weren't able to save it.
Her posture doesn't change, but by the subtle light of her bracelet, I can see her fingers clench the edge of my scroll more tightly.
I met the woman who rescued it. She said the same thing that you did. That's just how nature is.
No. Silence. Gritting my teeth, I try to contain my growing frustration. Normally, I can tolerate the silence, but tonight, instead of just coming to talk to me like she knows I would, she steals my most beloved possession and makes me chase her out here. Also, she can ignore me.
Don't you have anything to say? You must have come here for a reason, didn't you?
More silence. Not even a breeze disturbs it. Finally, I've had enough. I step forward, snapping a branch between my shoes.
Hey! Answer me, damn it! Stop acting like you don't care about anything!
That gets her attention. She looks at me over her shoulder, face hidden except for her eyes, and then faces me.
Were you to happen upon another burn, more broken than the first, would you still try to save it?
I'm a fan.
Of course.
Even knowing that your effort is likely to be futile?
Yeah, even then. At least there's a chance it would work out.
You speak like a human, fighting against the inevitability of death. While we could watch the river of life from its shores, you choose to struggle upstream. Why?
Why? Because otherwise it all just passes by. I did what you said and watched from the shores for so long because I didn't even think about joining it. But once I did, once I let someone pull me in, I realized I like it more this way. It's hard sometimes. I haven't even been trying that long, but those hard times just help me appreciate the good ones more. Or even at all. There's someone I met who was also afraid of getting hurt, and someone else who was afraid of just passing by. They showed me that those are parts of life too, just like death is for a lot of people. Who cares about living forever if you don't care about being alive? Immortal or not, it's all we have. You and me, my friends, that bird, it's the same for all of us. I could have run away. I thought about it a million times. It would have been a lot easier than staying. But I did stay. And so now, here I am. Someone took a chance on me once too. Even if I wouldn't have died, they still saved my life in a way. I thought it would be impossible for someone like me like you and me. That it wasn't even worth the effort to try and change things. But I was wrong. And I'm glad that I was. And so that's why I do the same thing all over again. With the burn. Because if there's even a chance, it's worth trying.
No. Although I don't say it, I can't help but think even talking like this is something relatively new to me. Unlike Silver, who talks more like Aspen's old books most of the time. It just goes to show that there are lots of different paths our lives could have taken, but they both brought us here together. While Silver is still thinking about what I said, her eyes suddenly go wide at the same time as I feel something warm on my neck. Holding my necklace where I can see it, both Silver and I just stare as my bead brightens before our eyes. The glow intensifies to a point that Silver has to shield her eyes and look away, although somehow it doesn't bother me. I also watch as another eyelash-thin crack appears, and then another. For a moment, I half expect it to just shatter, but it stops after the third crack, still holding itself together. The light from it also dims a little bit, but it's still brighter than it was. When I let go and it falls back against my neck, the bead feels heavier than normal too. Silver is able to look at me again, and though the shock has faded from her expression, her eyes still stay fixed on my bead. She laughs, but it's humorless. Shaking her head, she continues to stare at my necklace instead of my eyes.
I had hoped that by looking at this, I might be able to learn your secret. Some magic spell or incantation that you had invoked. At the very least, I thought I might understand. Even as I read it, I thought that I must be missing something. For what meaning could such simple instructions hold?
Oh?
Even as you arrived here, I hoped that perhaps you would reveal some missing part of the puzzle. So golden was your light as I approached your library that I thought it must be someone else. So bright that I could see it clearly. The same color as the person close to you. Now, I don't know if I should be disappointed or not to find there is no secret to these words. Is there?
Holding my scroll in front of her face the same way as I held my necklace, her eyes glide across the characters.
수복 강령.
Subo Kangyong.
Please be happy.
Oh no, that's what the scroll says. Oh.
What simple nonsense. And yet, how could I deny that you've taken it to heart when your very aura tells me your truth?
It's all I could do to blink, to breathe, to stay standing upright, as the world narrows to just the two of us, all awareness of everything else falling away from me. Confusion is just as plain on Silver's face as my reaction as I struggle to speak.
You can read it? That's what it says?
After years of looking and trying to understand, and she can read it just like that? Silver, who says she cares nothing for people and their lives or culture. I'm not the only one stunned. The parchment falls from Silver's hand as she drops it in shock. It flutters to the ground and stays there, even as a budding breeze starts to blow. That shock changes into understanding, and then Silver laughs again. She really laughs, for the first time I've ever seen. Her usual dignified and threatening poise is gone as she laughs so hard that it echoes around the woods. Clutching her chest, it's all she can do to remain upright as she acts like she's just heard the world's funniest joke. Still, just like earlier, I'm not sure there's any humour in it. Finally, with a groan, she retrieves my scroll and straightens up, wiping her eyes.
You're serious, aren't you? You never knew what it said before now.
I shake my head.
I would call you a liar if you were anyone else. You've made a fool of me without even trying. Or rather, I've made a fool of myself. I thought your glow was the result of those words. But you achieved that by yourself.
Why, you a fool. Can't read, Buffett.
Whatever it is you feel, it's something you've learned on your own, isn't it? You truly believe all the things you said.
She's just a happy fool.
Maybe not on my own. I had a lot of help along the way.
Oh.
But yeah, I mean it. Every word.
I reach my hand out a hand again, taking a step forward, then another, and another. I stop just in front of Silver. All she has to do is take the final step forward. I don't demand anything, just reach. She eyes my hand warily, just like a stray dog trying to decide if it should trust someone. I hold my breath, waiting. With a rustle, she pushes the paper into my hand and then backs away, looking at the ground.
Your path is different than mine. We may have more in common than I once thought, but I still cannot follow behind you. Though I can understand why you walk it.
I nod. Suplex it out a chance.
And I understand why you said no. I hope you change your mind someday.
Oh my gosh.
Perhaps. Although, I do not think we'll meet again.
Oh, why?
Wait.
Why not?
Why not? Are you leaving?
Soon. I don't know when. I haven't decided. But I made up my mind before I ever visited your library.
Oh,
You're disappointed.
I am. You're the first other Gumio I've ever known. You're like family, I guess. Didn't you call us sisters before?
Silver blushes, averting her eyes. Oh, she does.
Perhaps.
She does. She's got a blush. The model's got blush.
Then that's what we are.
That's simple, is it?
It really is.
Silver shakes her head and looks around, regaining a bit of her standoffish composure. This is about the time when she'd typically transform and run away.
At least tell me before you leave, okay? Whenever it is.
She hesitates, but then agrees.
Fine. Goodbye, Miho.
Bye, Silver.
She walks towards me rather than away and comes to a stop right beside me. We both face in different directions. Slowly she raises her hand and awkwardly pats me on the shoulder, just once. By the time I turn my head to look at her, all I can see is the disappearing gleam of silver fox fur as she blends into the night. I am alone, but I don't feel alone. Looking at my scroll, there are a few new creases from where Silver held onto it, but they don't mess up the writing or anything. It's just another record of what we've been through together. The breeze from before picks up, making the paper flutter in my grip, and I use the two hands to hold it. Seeing without reading, I let my eyes wander over the familiar characters. It's funny, all this time spent not knowing what they said, just to find I've lived by them all along. Or at least I've started to. Happiness? That's a new one for me too, I think. Another abstract concept that didn't seem meant for me. But like everything else, it got easier along the way. I roll my scroll back up and store it safely in my pocket. The woods are dark as I walk through them, but I'm not afraid. The shining light of my bead brightens the path, leading my way back home. Chapter 5, Stray Thoughts. Oh, that's a pretty picture. That's such a pretty picture, oh my god. Wow, it's quite the chapter. Good husband. Oh my goodness. Cute, she's a cutie. Cutie. I remember when we went into this game going, it's gonna be Juliet. It's gonna be Juliet and another run. I'm gonna have a quick stretch though. A quick stretch. Actually, I'm horribly tempted. So you would. So did you win the game now? No. Apparently, there's more. I'm impressed at how much is in this. Did I bump the mic? There's nothing bumping now. No bumping. I'm gonna quickly save it though. Where's the save? Options. Save. Oh, Muffin, if you're still here. I finished. I actually watched all of that Torture Tuesday. So 4 hours of 4 hours of Scream Puppet. Oh my god. It was so much. I think I was as relieved as Coco was when it stopped. I was like, oh my god, I thought I loved this, but the silence is quite nice. It made me appreciate silence for a little bit before it continued. Oh my goodness. That was it was glorious. But I'm glad I've watched it. Probably never again. I hopefully that's drained the chat's eagerness to trigger that many hours. 3.5 full hours of Scream Puppet. Oh, with like, what was it, 5-minute break before they stacked up another half an hour, 25 minutes. Barely. Oh my gosh. I can hear the voices. I can hear the voices in my head. And say, just achoo, 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 achoo. Exactly. Just next EX and achoo, achoo. Or the other one, the princess one. Yes, XDX princess. Oh goodness, it was stimmy. It was impressive. It was a very impressive amount of stimmies. Oh, overstimulating. Yes.
Aluminium Muffin said E.
I love that. I find that funny as well. People pay like £4 just $4 just to say E. Yay! Yay! E. Yeah, we should bring back E. That was a back to simpler times. $4 well spent to send Coco noise. I can't remember. Is that haha? Is that one? That's the one that goes haha? Right? And then who else has funny noises? Obviously, there's obviously Matara-kan, or how the AI interprets a bunch of exclamation marks in various different places. Oh goodness. But no, it was I was actually glad when that VOD finished. when the puppets finally stopped. Oh goodness. But I'm ready for the next Torture Tuesday in 2 weeks. No, it's a week now, isn't it? Yes, yes. Which poor soul. Does she do him every 2 weeks? Wasn't that TTS one like it was so I could be wrong. I could be very wrong. I rarely get to stay up to watch Coco, so I have no idea. I know she wants to make him longer, but I think it was 2 weeks. I think it's 2 weeks was the goal. I think to get a guest. Yeah, to get a guest. I think. I think was she supposed to have a guest for that 2-hour TTS monstrosity, for the 3-hour TTS monstrosity of a stream. The VOD calls it Torture Tuesday. So it's just Torture Coco Day. I think chat has just made Sunday a spam shithole. It's just always torture Sunday, doesn't matter what. Oh, poor Sundays. I'm tempted to leave it here for today. It's this nice little chapter we can pick up next time. And I do have a couple of errands I do need to run before Dungeons and Dragons later. I think it's a good place to pause it for today. It's a very particularly shorter stream. But thank you very much for joining me. This is true. Not every stream needs to be 4 hours, but I do kind of feel like 2.5 hours is a bit short. But it having the extra hour and a half would help not be late for D&D to do D&D and do my chores for a bit. You'll probably get me for ages tomorrow though, because I'll be throwing my head against the whatchamacallit. I can't even remember what the Blight, is it Blight Breach or something like that? I can't remember what the place is called. Dark Souls. Anyway, let's go back. Let's go to a different Blight Town. That's where I'm at. I'm at Blight Town. Ooh. No background music? No background music? Background music.com? What even is the background music? It's probably Dark Souls, because I haven't changed the defaults backup playlist. Yeah, it's Dark Souls. Oh well, matter. But anyway, yeah, thank you so much for joining me. Let's see, where shall we go? Who's around? Who's live? Is anybody live? What have we got? Ooh. Wait. What? Who's this person? This person looks familiar. This person's everybody's favorite artist. It is their artist. go raid Frutusk. No, Frutusk. Ba. Yes. Let's go raid Frutusk. I spotted Mr. Tina's there. What am I doing? What do I need to do? I need to set up my audio so I can actually hear when I raid in. Alright, thank you so much for joining me. Take care and have a wonderful Saturday. And I'll see you, some of you, tomorrow for Dark Souls.